A lot of states are banning inessential medical procedures. Things like cataract surgery or having a facelift or anything else that could probably wait a few months without people suffering. Some states like Maryland, Ohio, and especially Texas are trying to extend the idea of inessential medical procedures to abortion. And in Texas in particular, they have banned abortion, saying that it is medically inessential until April 21st, and people who perform one could face up to 180 days in jail. Medically inessential procedures shouldn't be performed right now because they could be so taxing to medical facilities or doctors during what is a very difficult time when they're already very overburdened. However, if the idea is that we don't want to overburden them, there are a lot more complications that tend to arise from having a pregnancy or having a child, especially in a country where 20% of births are delivered by cesarean section, which is a surgical procedure, than there are with having an abortion, which safe abortion is about as safe as taking an aspirin. Study after study has found that whether abortion is legal or not, the rates compare. And that means that when you ban abortions or you make abortion completely inaccessible, you don't get a bunch of happy bouncing babies 9 months later, as wonderful as that would be. What you get are a bunch of very desperate women who are willing to go to very unhealthy lengths to give themselves an abortion. In Tennessee in 2015, a woman gave herself an abortion with a coat hanger. Some women have their partners punch them in the stomach. Or some women try to throw themselves down a flight of stairs because they think that will induce an abortion. And those things put women's health very much at risk. Abortion is such a time-sensitive procedure because in many states you can't have an abortion over 24 weeks. And what I suspect the GOP, who is enforcing some of these bans, and what many crisis pregnancy centers try to do, is to just keep running out the clock. Every week it gets harder to have an abortion, and it's more risky and it's more expensive. So with every week that passes, it gets more difficult to have that medical procedure. Being denied an abortion and having to have an unwanted child quadruples the risk that a woman and her child will live below the poverty line. A lot of the women who are seeking out abortions do so because of financial hardship. And unfortunately, right now with the coronavirus, we're very likely heading into a global recession that will only make that financial hardship worse. Women who are having wanted children right now are under a tremendous amount of pressure. Women who are going to be forced into unwanted pregnancies are going to be under a level of stress that I can barely imagine. Studies have found that while women who have abortions don't seem to have negative mental health issues as a result afterwards, women who are denied abortion have spikes of anxiety and dissatisfaction with their lives. So on an emotional level, being denied an abortion at any time is very hard for women.